letting go of what no longer serves you. We all have thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve us. They prevent us from realizing our full potential and impede on our happiness and success at times. Let's look at how to let go of the thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve us. Our thoughts are quite powerful. We all know this. And our thoughts shape our lives. We're like trees, and deep in our roots, we hold core beliefs about the world, thoughts about how the world works, how to behave, and how to navigate in its complexities. These deeply seated thoughts about ourselves and the world stay with us and oftentimes evolve and grow and shape and revise as we evolve. As we expand out into the world, eyes wide open and we're growing, we absorb and accumulate even more thoughts and perceptions. We accumulate beliefs and thoughts about how the world works from our own life experiences and from societal influences, our culture, the economy, our parents, our grandparents, our peer groups, mentors, and other sources like mass media and social media. As adults out in the world, these accumulated thoughts and beliefs are often in play, influencing our lives moment to moment on a daily basis. But the truth about our accumulated thoughts and beliefs is that sometimes they are not necessarily true and they may no longer be serving you and they need to be challenged or revised. As a young child, I have an example of my own life. My mother constantly used to motivate me when I wanted to run and play instead of doing household chores or doing my homework and fulfilling other responsibilities. I was often told and motivated by my mom to do hard work and to just overextend at times. And she used to always say, hard work never kills you, it only betters you. While this message from my mom maybe worked out really well in life, and as me for a young child, it did definitely positively influence my behavior. As a child, my work ethics became very polished and I worked hard. And as I transitioned into adulthood, I realized at some point I hit a near crisis point and I was compelled to examine this saying, is it true for me, even though I held on to it for so long? I began to realize that this core belief of working hard, even though it had served me at various stages of my life, in my present time was no longer serving me. In fact, while working too hard hadn't killed me, it had led me to overworking. And overextending to my work commitments left me feeling depleted and unwell at times. This also negatively impacted my well-being on many levels, sacrificing things that were actually healthy for me. Looking at what no longer serves us. It is so important to look and challenge our thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve us. For example, many people believe that we should never say no when somebody asks for help. This belief is very kind and altruistic in theory, but in reality, when dealing with the demands of work and family leaves us little time for self-care and rest, taking on more responsibilities and tasks is not always wise or even possible for ourselves. Plus, we need to sometimes look at, by me always saying yes to people, am I sometimes enabling them from learning the lessons they need to learn to step up and do certain things and learn skill set that might better them? Further, the potentially problematic quality of being nice, kind, selfless, and considerate of others, which is often programmed into us, can lead to confusion in adulthood. And many times people have a tendency to not stand up for themselves, or they have a tendency not to speak up when they're being overlooked, underappreciated, or treated unfairly. Such treatment, left unchecked, can lead to a lifetime of diminished self-worth, settling for less, and limiting our potential. It can also create confusion and conflict around factoring our own interests, needs, and deals and dreams into the equation of our own lives. By putting others first sometimes, we do sacrifice ourselves to a point where it can cause us detrimental consequences. Identifying thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve you is important. Not all long held beliefs and thoughts are problematic, of course, but what distinguishes a problematic thought and belief system from a healthy, supportive one is that the problematic ones cause us problems or hold us back in life somehow. They can diminish our sense of self, enable others, and leave us depleted and confused. They can leave us feeling trapped in low self-esteem. They can prevent us from establishing healthy boundaries and hold us back from living our life to our truest, full potential. How to let go. It is important to stay connected to our feelings in the moment and examine, our entrenched thoughts and belief systems of how the world works, how relationships work, and what life is really all about when we're feeling conflicted. Many times we need to challenge what should we do versus what we want to do, and are they aligned? And we also need to recognize, am I living my life for me or listening to what people are saying and choosing for me? Many times we have messages from people to do things that seem healthy, but many times they do cause us consequences. For example, the message, eat everything on your plate, can oftentimes derail you from eating healthy or eating properly according to the signals of your body that reach a threshold saying, I'm full. Many times we teach our bodies to overeat as a result of eat everything on your plate. These type of messages were done with the right, premise of helping us not waste food. However, by sacrificing yourself or putting yourself in a place where you overeat, these consequences can be a lot more detrimental. They can lead you to obesity, also to a place where you tend to feel obligated and do something for others instead of doing it for yourself. Also, the message of be nice and polite can hold you back sometimes from standing up for yourself and staying in silent versus speaking up. Many times when you're mistreated or taken advantage of, consider rethinking whether this thought and belief, has held you back in some way from standing up, speaking up, and setting things right. If the thought that the world is a dog-eat-dog place leaves you into a place of distrust of everyone in your life, including the many people who support and appreciate you, then you definitely need to explore if that thought needs to be revisited and reframed. The belief that it is your choice in life to start looking at thoughts with this objective and subjective place. It's important for you to look at your thoughts with this level of, is this serving me? Is it helping me? Is it helping me grow? And do these thoughts make sense for my life today? It might have made sense when you were younger to help you cope, push through, motivate you, or as a child, defend yourself. But as an adult, is it still helping me? Is it still motivating me? Is it still a thought that I need to keep in my life? Or is it a thought I need to reframe, revise, and reconceptualize? The sooner your beliefs are challenged and revised, the better it is. Many times we are holding on to thoughts from long ago that really don't serve our highest and best. Let's take a mindful moment right now to inhale and exhale and breathe and reflect. What are some core beliefs that I hold on to that might not be serving my highest and best? And many times it's good to even look at, is this thought I hold on to really mine, or is it somebody who gave it to me? I sometimes explore many times that my mom had said certain sayings to motivate me, and those are her core beliefs, and I've taken them on as my own. But the truth is, in my work life, in my life, they don't work for me as well as they worked for my mom. So I realized these are her thoughts. I don't need to take them on. I'm going to leave them with her, and I'm going to reconceptualize my life to have a belief system that works for me in my highest and best. Let's take this mindful moment to inhale and exhale and breathe and reflect on thoughts that we might need to revise, let go of, and realize that some belief systems we hold on to no longer serve us. Let's take a mindful moment and reflect on this. Take a deep inhale in and breathe out. Another deep inhale in and breathe out. And let's ponder on this wonderful topic for today. As I gently welcome you back from this mindful moment, again, a gentle reminder, staying connected to ourselves is really important. It is really important to connect to your own feelings and thoughts in the moment and examine what's really happening in your present life. It is essential to examine the choices that you make and do they align with who you want to be and what works for you. Remember, you can reject, replace, revise, or rewrite any thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve you and are not helping you grow in the manner that you would like to grow. We're all born to live a life in full. Let go of thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve us. Free your life to live your life in your highest and best, and make sure the supports that you have, the beliefs and the thoughts that you live by, align with your highest and best. 5 steps to letting go of thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve you. Think about a belief or a thought that may be driving you to make choices that do not feel right or self-supporting. Reflect on how long-held belief systems may have negatively impeded or influenced your choices. And now let's trust your own thoughts, observations, and feelings as they come up. Should we be revising a thought that I've been living with for a long time? Give yourself permission to discard what no longer is working for you, even if it's a thought or belief system that came from someone you love, admire, and respect. Because many times our parents and loved ones motivate us with good statements, but those statements maybe are not the best to live by forever and ever with. Rewrite and replace problematic thoughts and beliefs with ones that support and serve you, and raise your self-confidence, your vibration, and sense of well-being in the world. Pay attention to the benefits of the changes that take place as a result of your new, more authentic thoughts and beliefs. Ensure that the belief systems you live by each and every day support your well-being, encourage you, and allow you to be the hero in your life.